Hello, Pep. Can you start with the injury situation? Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's good. The award nominees for the PFA Player of the Year list is out today. Leroy Sané was mentioned in the young players list. First of all, how do you feel about that? And are you surprised or disappointed that you haven't got any players in the senior list?
Congratulations for the nominees.
You know, no surprise or disappointment for the senior players?
It's not my business.
No?
No.
Alexis Sanchez is one player who has, of course, been nominated as well, a player you know very well. There's been a lot of speculation that you might be interested in signing him. Is he the sort of player you would be interested?
There's no time to talk about that, about the players who's going to stay here, the hypothetical new players for the next season. So it's not time. We have a lot of business to do.
What about one of your players that is out on loan, Joe Hart? Torino, we understand, wanting to try and keep him for another season on loan. Can you tell us what the situation is?
I said before about that season. At the end of the season, we're going to speak about the players who end the contract that year for the loan players, and of course we follow all the players who are playing. They are loan in that season, and of course Joe, we follow him every weekend.
Pep, just on the players that are out on loan, are you monitoring them? Have you been watching them at all?
We follow, not just me, the staff and the people in the club follow all the players alone, yeah.
Does that include some of the younger players who are out in Holland? And what have you made? Have you watched them personally? Have you assessed what they've been doing?
I see the highlights sometimes. I don't have time to see them every week, every weekend. All the lone players, we have a lot, but we see the highlights and the reports how they are doing.
Hi, Pep. For Southampton this weekend, have you made a decision who will play in goal?
No. Every weekend I'm going to decide who's the goal for each game.
And can I just check on Bakary Sagna and Gabriel Jesus? How are they progressing?
Injured. They are not ready. They are much better, but they are not ready for the next days.
Broadcast section, guys, anymore? Yeah, sorry to do it.
You say, Pep, that you're going to choose a goalkeeper on a week-by-week basis. So that means you haven't really got a number one goalkeeper anymore. You are literally going to choose week by week.
Yeah, the last week I decided for Claudio, and Saturday I'm going to decide. It depends if the opponent make a lot of high pressing or not, and the way the opponent play as well. So what I see in the training session to be involved both. So we're going to see.
So it's purely on performance. I mean, that isn't the usual way of doing it with a goalkeeper. Maybe with outfield players, but traditionally you find a goalkeeper, and you yourself have had a goalkeeper and stuck with that goalkeeper.
Right.
What has brought you to that point?
Decision. So I like to be both involved. I have confidence in both of them. So we will see.
Could I just ask about Vincent Kompany as well? We saw him come in for the Chelsea game, and then he wasn't quite ready. Is that something you're going to have to accept with Vinny now, that he's not going to be able to play 2 games a week, or is it something different?
He can do that. Hopefully in the next period and in the future, soon future, he can do that. But after the game against Chelsea, the day after, 2 days after, had a little bit problems in the leg, and we didn't want to take a risk. But of course, the good news is he was able to play 90 minutes, a tough game in Stamford Bridge, and he played at a high level. And what we saw these 2 or 3 days, he's ready for the next game.
So, I know he's looking a long way ahead, but do you think he could still be in your plans for next season?
Yeah, as a contract.
Pep, just on the Southampton game, when you've played them here, you weren't too pleased with your team side's performance. You felt you had a lot of learning to do. How do you feel that you've progressed in the months since?
But I think Southampton made an exceptional season. They have, of course, a good manager and exceptional players in all positions. They are very good midfielders, Mituriol, Romeo, and the other ones, and all the strikers are so fast. Good, they play the wingers inside. They have ability to with Redmond, with all of them. They are good quality. The fullbacks, they are so guys who go up and down, and they have a really good team. I was really impressed when they came here in the beginning of the season. And of course, in that moment, we came back from Barcelona, and a lot of games in that period were a little bit tired. But of course, they are a good team, a real good test for us next Saturday.